successes of my career have been many. And one, from the technical side, I said I have risen from an assistant research officer, that is from a graduate to a master's holder and to a PhD holder. And as far as I know, I'm the only tree pathologist doctor, female tree doctor in this country. But I have been mentoring other female pathologists, and they are coming up very well. And very soon, not just female pathologists, but also men pathologists, to be able to tackle the issues that are there in the environment. From an assistant research officer, I became a senior research officer. And of course, through the research system, you rise from one grade to another one after fulfilling certain obligations. To rise to the senior, you need to have a master's degree, which I already acquired from the University of Melbourne in 1995-96. And then after that, I worked a little bit, and management found it necessary to give me some extra duties, that is managing research, where I started to manage research at the Central Highlands, the former Njuguna Research Center, under Eli Mwanza. And after some time, I started my PhD. By then, I was already a principal research scientist and also managing the Njuguna Regional Center, which I'm proud to say that I helped to rebrand to the Central Highlands Eco-Regional Research Program, in which we are looking at the unique characteristics that should be addressed in Central Highlands, that is the 12 counties of Central Highlands. After completing my PhD, of course, I was promoted to a chief research scientist. And by then, KEFRI was undergoing some rebranding and restructuring, where we moved from the national programs to thematic areas, and I was successful in getting the position of the Deputy Director, Forest Productivity and Improvement, where generally by its name is about how to improve the productivity of forests and trees on farms, and also keeping them healthy. After some time, the position of the Senior Deputy Director fell vacant, and I applied for it, and I was successful, among others, to join here. Now, that is technically. So in terms of also being a pathologist, I've worked a lot on many tree species. I have published widely in the peer-reviewed journals. I've done lots of guidelines, technical guidelines. I've done lots of extension materials. I have done strategies or policies to guide research in general in KEFRI, and also in terms of advisory services. I have been almost everywhere in the country and also outside the country, talking about forest pathology and forest health and its importance. I've also worked a lot in improving or increasing the visibility of forest pathology, and you can tell and you know that in this sector, naitwa daktari wa miti. Just to add on to the technical successes, I have been able to prove the pathological basis for tree species site matching, the philosophy that we are using as a ministry and as a sector. And in that philosophy, the trees should be planted in their right sites. And that I was able to prove from my PhD studies, that Grevillea robusta does not grow well or perform well beyond a certain zone. So using that philosophy, and I said from the beginning I've been working on indigenous tree species. I've worked now extensively with that knowledge to create a basis for our indigenous tree species, because they are suited to the sites, the local sites. So what we've been doing the last 10 years is to undertake research that will give us the basis for climate change activities in terms of mitigation, adaptation, on the suitability of sites for certain species, And we are happy that we have arranged, out of that study, we have about 25 species, which will probably tell the country that these species, you can grow them in these areas, and they will be sustainable and they'll grow well. The other one is we have improved the visibility of the importance of quality germplasm. I said from the beginning, I've been working on tree seeds, and I know the importance of quality tree seeds. So through the research and through actually proving that tree seeds are the foundation of forestry, I've been able to bring up the issue of tree seeds to the country level and even to the international level, and more so for the support of tree seed research and the enhancement of KEFRI as facilities to produce, process and distribute tree seeds in the country. And we thank the Kenya government for supporting KEFRI to establish the tree seed centers countrywide, 18 of them. They are not yet 47, but we are moving there such that tree seeds are available to Kenyans in their local markets. Other successes in the line of my work is learning the use of innovations to enhance the applications of research for management and conservation of forests and also trees. I was key in developing the Forest Health Decision Support System, which is a digital system where people can just access our website and query the problems that you see on the ground, and then you get all the information about a particular problem and how to manage it. That way, farmers and stakeholders do not have to come all the time to KEFRI, or because funds are usually limiting, we don't have to keep visiting farmers. But you can just take a photograph, send to us, and then we send you the information before we can confirm. The other one is the use of species site matching in aerial seeding, and using fixed planes, and also using drones. I have been key in that. And also in the development of the mobile species site matching, which you can download on your phone. That is a KEFRI app. Wherever you are, you want to plant trees, either for conservation, for beauty, even for commercial forestry. KEFRI has developed that. That is through my leadership, species site matching. That is a KEFRI app. The other one that I'm happy to talk about, I talked about the tree seed centers that we have talked, but my greatest contribution is the use of information in guiding research in the indigenous tree seeds. And this we got a grant from the Swedish Research Council, and that research has been going on and we are happy with it. And finally, we have also been among the first one to look at the solar drying facilities for tree seeds. And this, I want to appreciate our outgoing chairman, Dr. Letema, who we worked with closely to bring the grant. And right now, we do not have problems of drying pines anymore, which was one of our major species, which is highly demanded, but you couldn't meet the demand because of the need to dry pine cones. I'm happy that we have that technology as at now. The other one also have been key in guiding the technical issues in the KFS board, where as a country, we need to appreciate the role of science and data in guiding forestry management and conservation. So I can say those are the few successes among the many.